Okay, everybody, I just wanted to go through a quick little video showing you how to get the spreadsheet. Now, first of all, I'll talk to the ones that have a PC. Apple people, I'll talk to you a little later. But most of our people are PC, so I will give you a link to the Trader Nerd spreadsheet. Now, I have just updated it for the 29th because some of you were having trouble saving it. You couldn't save multiple versions, so I think we've got all of that taken care of. So I will post a link in whichever room that I've said I will post it. Right now it's been submitted to the Muscadine Mafia. So you'll get a link, and so you double click it. You know, it'll be a link to a Google Drive document, and it'll say no preview available, download, blah, blah, blah. So you're gonna click on download. And it's gonna scan for virus. Now here's where some of y'all are getting freaked out. This file type might be dangerous. Oh my gosh, it could harm your computer. I don't know if you trust this fat black glass wearing son of a gun. Should you or should you not? Well, that's up to you, but if you want to use Spreadsheet, I would suggest that you download it anyway. Now, what's this? Now, it's not finished warning me, right? Because it's going to go, well, maybe it is. Maybe it's like, okay, we're beginning to trust him because he's downloaded it so very, very much. So it's downloaded this little puppy here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to say open when done. So this little puppy should open. I said this little puppy should. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Probably is already. Let me close everything here. Or maybe it's not. Oh, here we go. Open. All right, here we go. This should open. All right. Oh my gosh, Windows protected your PC. Thank God for Windows, or we'd be lost. I said it prevented an unrecognized app from running on your thing. And so most of y'all are clicking don't run. Well, I ain't gonna get you the spreadsheet. So you got to click on this little super secret little more info tab. And you go, I don't know, man. Should I trust Bobby? Run anyway. Run anyway. And so that should run. All right. So then the first time that you use it, right? It's going to pull this little thing up here, my application. And so the first time you use it, you're going to click on original workbook. Now, y'all, the next time that you use it, you're going to choose a save file. Or it's easier to say after you've saved it to go load a recent save, right? If you always open the original workbook every time, you're going to have a blank worksheet every time. That's not going to have your saved stuff on it. Don't click on this except for the beginning. Then once you save it, that's whatever name, it'll load it here as a recent file, or you can actually browse your computer and wherever you've saved it, go get it. Okay. So the first time you're going to click on original workbook, and it should open the workbook. All right. So here, some of you want multiple versions. You want to be able to name it. And the previous version that I did on the 28th or yesterday wouldn't let you save it as a new name, right? So it opens it up and it's called Trader Nerd Spreadsheet. So here you go. You start putting all your stuff in, your date, your blah, 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 all this stuff. And, you know, then at the end, you got to save it. Now, here's where the difference changed, right? So file, save, and in the previous version, it was automatically saving. So you could only have one version or one spreadsheet. But some of you are trading 3 and 4 or 5 different spreadsheets. So where do I want to save? Okay, well, you choose. Now you can name it, right? So I'm going to choose the same place that I've got these others. And best thing here, and we're going to call this third test because I have tested to make sure that you can have multiple versions. All right, you hit save. Ta-da! All right, so save. So let's close. Let me show you how to get into it the next time. I said, my gosh, let's close it. So we can get into the next time. So the next time that you get in, and you're probably going to want to put this thing on your desktop, right? You want to put the executable file on the desktop because right now it's in Beth's little thing here. So users, Beth A. So you're sitting there going, oh my gosh. So he just saved it as third test. So that's what I should click, right? No, because if you click on third test, look, it's going to give you this little thing. It doesn't recognize it, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, in other words, it brings up an error. And you're like, crap, I can't open that. So that doesn't work. So you'll always have to open it by clicking on this little exe file. See this here? Exe file. And that's why I was saying I would move that to your desktop or wherever. So you're not going to click on the actual data from your spreadsheets. You're going to click on this. Now, so let's open the little executable file. I said let's open the little here it goes. So here it is. Now, remember, second time, don't click on original workbook, right? Unless you would open up a blank copy of it. This time, you would click on load a recent save, and you see I've got 3 different ones here. So if you're doing 3 counts, you can name them all something different. So we just did the 3rd test, so let's open it up. And she should be able to go. Candy, check to see if you can hit the upload button so you can have the auto save on. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Auto save is on or off. Let's see if the auto save will be on this one. Now, I understand what some of y'all are saying too, right? Oh gosh, Beth, Bobby, it says Trader Nerd Spreadsheet 1129. How can I change that? You know, I don't know that you can. You just got to kind of know, you know, hey, this is this one or something. I'm not exactly sure that you can give that a new name, right? But let's see if we can turn the auto save on. How do I turn on auto save? Just open those file, we change the setting and it happens. Yeah. So yeah, I think you can do that, Kenny, by doing that. All right. So then when you exit, it should save by itself, but just make sure, click your little save. But test it out. It should auto save once you get all that taken care of, but then you can save it as whatever. All right. So any questions on that? That's how, if you're not an Apple user, right? Okay. If you are an Apple user, what are we going to do? Well, you can't do this XE files and all this garbage, right? So what we got to do for y'all is this. You got to say, hey, Bob, Bob, send me a file. So what I do is I send this as an XLSM, and then I share it to y'all, okay? So that's what we got to do with the Apple people. So Apple people, you just got to say, hey, Bob, this is my email. I'll send the email so that you can open the thing, and you should be able to do it. Now, there was some, let's see, I put this in the spreadsheet. I can find it. Oh, shut up, Sadie. All right, here were the instructions on the Apple people that someone said. So on the spreadsheets, here are the instructions. If you're a Mac user, someone said I was able to download the previous version of the spreadsheet by my mail, right? So they were successful in opening spreadsheets and then avail the option under the file menu to download it as an Excel file with the suffix blah, 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 which was saved to my Mac, all good to go. It's kind of simple, I think. So I know a lot of y'all have been having problems, and I think the problems have been in the way that I've saved this stupid file. So because y'all couldn't save first. So what I'm going to do in the Muscadine Mafia chat room, which is the ones that have access to this, I'm going to give a link to this version that allows you to save it with your own name. Okay, so you'll have that. Then I will also transfer all of my Apple people who have already given me their email, so you don't have to do that again. I'm going to put you in there as well, so you will receive this version so that you can save multiple versions. Yeah. Any questions? We got several of y'all in here. Any questions on anything so far? Yeah, so most of the issues that you guys have been having are not your issues, they're mine. It's like when you get broken up, like Beth used to break up with me right after Christmas and right before New Year's. I never made it past Christmas with Beth. I don't know how we've been married so long. But after Christmas, she said, Bobby, it's you, not me. And I said, wait a minute, I thought you were supposed to say it's me, not you. But she was always telling me it was me, not her. So, all right, guys, no questions? Great. Rock it on, baby. Enjoy the spreadsheet.